welcome to Payday Thursday, and of course today we're going to go through the expense part and the income part of my weekly budget. We are I do believe the first week, yes, we're the first week of December. Now, I don't know about you, but I think there's something missing up here, so let's put a pair of mittens up here and maybe a bell. There we go. There you go. Mittens and a bell. Isn't that pretty? And of course the decorations today for Christmas are all from the Dollar Tree. Of course they are. That's how I do things. Alright, so we're going to go through it. It is my payday, so generally there's a little less to talk about. However, it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it. So December 2019, let's go for it. First things that we have on here is the mortgage payment. Of course, I take care of the mortgage. It comes out of my paycheck. It is a bi-weekly payment, and that is at the tune of $459. It goes through every 2 weeks. There we go. So now I'm going to break down the food, because we pay credit cards weekly. They're cashback credit cards. We pay them in full weekly, or at least try to, if not weekly, bi-weekly. Make sure that the balance goes to zero every month. There is no interest to be paid. We don't like interest. Interest is our enemy. It is the best way for your money to do absolutely nothing and make somebody else richer, which is something not needed for anybody. It's not good for anyone. Alright, so we're going to go through the food. I basically split it in food and restaurants. I decided to do it a little differently this week because I don't know, I just felt like doing it this way. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to see how I feel about it. It might stay this way. Might not. It depends. Now the food category, I'm going to break it down in all the times that we spent money on food. And there's a lot. My husband, Gail Vaz Oxlade, when she is one like Dave Ramsey, but a Canadian guru, tells you, you bleed to death going to the store a million times. You're supposed to take the money, go once, shop once a week, and that's it, that's all. My husband is not a great subscriber to that, so he stops in at the local food shop, I would say 4 out of 5 nights, and ends up spending $20, $30, $29. Anyway, I'm going to show you all the times that he stopped for food, the category of food to bring food to the home. So it was a big week this week, so let's do this. There was one purchase for 1987, sounds like the year, and then 2032. Next up was 846. This was 2586. This would be the big one, and this was the grocery shop. That's when we went to the actual store and spent money to do a grocery. Next up is 3254. Then there's 2926, 2161, and 699. Now if you add it all up, it comes out to $355.49. So this $355.49 was put on a credit card. This is our food credit card. And what we do is when I get paid, we take and we transfer that $355.49. So that's paid. It goes back to zero. I know you're supposed to keep it and then use it, but we kind of do it in a probably not the best way, because if you overspend, there's a chance you may not be able to pay it. But we kind of have a running balance in our head, and we kind of know that, you know, we've really been bad or we've really been good in what we cover. We try not to go overboard. I know that we're going to have to do better on this as the years go on, especially if we're on a certain type of food budget. But right now, we cut expenses everywhere else except for food and restaurant. These are the things that we love to spend on, so we are spending on it in our earning years. Next up would be restaurants. That includes coffee shops, any little thing that we really like to do. So I'm going to break it down here, all the little bleeding outs that we spend on. There is a lot of coffee shops. This was probably at Specialty Coffee. There is a place he loves to go have coffee. This is the normal coffee shop, and it was done twice, I can see here. And I think we actually got a free coffee here because we have a card for points at that coffee shop, and when you hit, I think it's 7 purchases, they give you a free one. So that's not bad. And then there's a 34, 33. This could have been a supper. I just separate them. I'm not telling you where we went. I just separate them from food to coffee or restaurants. And then I just put the numbers down. And then there's 26, 47 for a total of 134, 47, which, oh, it's 49. I'm sorry. I'm really surprised that we didn't have more than this, because usually we really spend more on restaurants than we do on than food. Well, we do food and restaurants probably equally. That's not true. But yeah, I guess, you see, we usually balance ourselves out. It's like, oh, I spent here a little too much. We're going to spend less here. So I don't know. I think it's just an internal thing we have going. We just know when we've reached our limit. All right. So in all of this together comes up to 949. If you put them all together, 949. Now this is my pay week. So this is, we'll just write Jane's pay. Okay. So since my pay increase has been up, it's $165 is what I usually get. Sometimes it'll vary if I take a day off or something of the sort. So we're going to minus $949 out of that. And that leaves me with $216. This is not bad. Usually have less than that to play with. I'm really impressed with the fact that we have money left. I'll be able to put money somewhere in my funds coming up. And that'll be tomorrow, where I decorate my funds page and my investments page, and I let you know what's going on with that. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'm really happy that you came by. I really love this page today. This is one of my favorites so far. Sometimes I decorate and I feel a little split, but I kind of like the burlap. It's really nice. And I think I like this model. I think it looks very even and nice. Yeah, I think we're going to do that from now on. All right, thank you, and come back tomorrow for sinking funds and investments. Thanks for coming by. Bye.